The synthesizer Serum is a huge part of modern day music production, so much so that the presets for Serum take up a significant share of the entire sample pack market. And when it comes to making presets for Serum, unfortunately, it's not quite as simple as just hitting save. There's three important considerations. First of all, beta updates. Now, beta updates are updates just like any other update for a bit of software, except they're updates that haven't been externally tested. They've been internally tested, so they should work, but they haven't been tested on the wider market. So, strictly speaking, when you update to a beta, Steve Duda can't guarantee that it won't crash your system. However, as a community of Serum users, we all update because you get tons and tons and tons of new features. New features such as additional reverb algorithms, and up to 8 LFOs. And importantly, some of these beta updates aren't backwards compatible. So if you make a preset using an advanced version of Serum, one of the latest beta builds, then it won't work if you're using an older version of Serum. This is why if you've ever downloaded a pack of Serum presets, there'll be a bit of text in the description somewhere saying you need to be using the latest version of Serum to use these. So make sure to keep Serum up to date and also include, if possible, a bit of text telling the users to do so too. But this final point relating to Serum, very important, is to do with using this noise oscillator. This noise oscillator works like a sampler, so it takes a sample and plays it fast or slow, effectively changing the pitch. And one of the cool things you can do, in at least from one of the beta builds, is to drag in your own noise sample. Allowing you to layer in your own samples into the presets. But there's an important consideration here, which is you want this sound you load in, this imported noise, to be saved with the preset. And now, if you had incredibly keen eyes, you would have noticed the color change, the color behind the text on that noise sample. Compare that color, a dark blue, to that default color, a dark gray. And again, I'll drag this sample in. Notice the color change, the background color. To a dark blue. This is very important because when it's dark blue, it means this imported sample will be saved with the preset. And if it doesn't go to a dark blue, then the sample isn't saved with the preset. Let me give you an example. I'll go ahead and give this preset a save. Whereas if I had, say, saved that sample inside the Serum Noises folder, so it's selectable from this drop-down menu, you can see the background is dark grey and not dark blue. Therefore, the sample will not be saved with the preset. All of which I can confirm looking at the file size. You can see the preset saved with the dark grey background has a tiny file size, only 2 kilobytes, whereas the one saved with the dark blue background, the one I dragged and dropped, has a file size of 12 megabytes, which is sufficiently big to contain the sample.